Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Loki and Nora, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your puppy's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. I'm using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and I keep the bulk of that leash folded in my right hand. That leaves my left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And Loki has learned that that means whatever you're doing, I'm not liking it. Now, if you notice, he is sitting very nicely at my left, shoulders even with my left leg. That's called heel position. Heeling is also an exercise, which is proper leash walking, which is very, very important to the majority of my clients. So we're going to demonstrate that first. Incorporated into the heel is an automatic sit, and the command is Loki, heel, and we take off walking.
He walks nicely with his shoulders by Nora's left leg, not forging ahead or falling behind, and sits automatically every time she stops her feet, which makes it nice if you're stopping at a street corner waiting to cross or talking to somebody. He's not jumping all over the place.
Now, the idea of working with your puppy at home is that it makes him use his brain, which tires him more than running, more than ball chasing, more than anything. Running through his obedience commands makes him use his brain, which makes him tired. And even if he's only trying to outthink you, he is still thinking. So the next command that I'm going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Stay. Now, your long sit-stay when you're practicing at home, start out at short, 15-20 seconds, work up by 5 or 10 seconds a day, all the way to 3 minutes. When you return back to him, stay. You're going to walk all the way around him, and you're going to end up back where you started. Everything starts and stops at that heel position. Loki, heel.
Again, they take off heeling. He's walking very nicely with her, not pulling her, not dragging her, and watching everything she does. She stops her feet, he sits automatically. She talks to him and praises him slightly. You don't want to get him too excited during his obedience.
Now that was a little off, that little sit. I'm not going to correct him too much for that. But when you're working with him at home, if he starts throwing his butt out like that, sitting crooked, that's not correct. So we'll show you on your follow-up training session how to correct that. Now I'm going to leave him in another sit-stay. And this time we're going to demonstrate the come on command. This is important. No, sit. Stay. This is important because we don't want him to come and jump on you. Look, come. Come. We want him to come and sit. And that's what he's been taught to do, so that you never ever praise him if he's not sitting.
You take off heeling again and again. He's right by her side, walking nicely with her, keeping pace.
Stay. We're going to demonstrate that come on command again for you. And remember, he's a baby. He has short attention span. No. So what we're trying to do is build that up. Look, come. Nice sit. Back to heel. And back sit. Good. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are going to be our down commands, and there are two of those. There's the down from a heel position and the down from a distance. The down from heel position is the easier heel of the two. Sit. You always want to have him seated first. You're going to take your left open palm straight down toward the ground. Down. No, down. Stay. Now you could see from the very beginning that he knew exactly what I was asking him to do. And after I gave him 2 times to do it, I gave a little correction and he went right down because he knew what he was supposed to do. Stay. When I return back, I'm going to return all the way back like I did on the sit stay. Back to where the dog is at heel position again. So remember, when you're practicing your down stays, you again want to lengthen out the amount of time that he's able to hold that down. So start out at about 30 seconds, and little by little, you're going to work up to 5 minutes. Loki, heel. You see how he stays right with me on that heel. There's no tension in that leash. Down, stay. Now this time he chose to do it without being corrected. He has a very big stay personality. At the same time, he's a submissive urinator, so he has 2 different sides to him. That was one that I wasn't expecting right then. Get over here and sit. But because he has 2 very different personalities, he has the crazy Loki that is typical husky behavior, acting like he doesn't have a brain in his head. And then he also has the submissive Loki that when you touch him, sometimes he'll just urinate. I'm going to get him back under control by heeling with him, and then we're going to do the down from a distance. Loki, heel.
Every time she stops her feet, he nicely sits and waits for the next command.
Stay. I'm going to leave him in a stay. I'm going to turn to face him. I'm not going to go too far away, but as you're working with this, you're going to continue to back up further. Down. Down. Stay. Now, we've been out here working for quite some time, and now he's just showing off and being a teenager, which he is. But we have demonstrated all of his formal on-leash obedience. Your heel, your automatic sit, your sit-stay, your down from a heel, your down from a distance, and your come on command. These are the commands that Loki has learned while he's been here at school. Whether Rich or Amanda, I'm not sure which, bring him home on Tuesday. They will also have a packet of information for you for at home, for house training, crate training. Any questions that you need answered, they will answer for you. He's really been a very good boy here at school, and we've enjoyed every minute of having him, and we will see you soon. And thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.